we are doubling the size of the fish room. Stay tuned. Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Jason with Jadren Aquatics, and you heard me right. We are doubling the size of the fish room. So let me kind of explain to you what's going on and how this really just came kind of out of left field, because it actually kind of came out of left field to me. So let's, this is a bittersweet thing, so let's kind of start with the sad part of the story. So you guys know that I run a printing company, and so things have not been great there at all because of COVID. I deal with so many different customers that have to do with gatherings like churches and schools and bands and promoters, and that's pretty much what took the brunt of almost all of the loss of business. So I've been running the numbers to try to figure out where we're at, because things have gotten busy again, but I really wasn't sure where we're at, but it looks like we're still down about 45%. The problem with that is my oldest son works full-time for me, and when all this hit, I had to put him plus 4 other employees on unemployment, and so that's running out now, so I have to bring him back the first part of January. And with the amount of income that we're making right now, it's not enough to actually pay both of us. So I have to make another decision on what to do, because trying to grow the print shop right now is just not the greatest idea because of just everything that's going on. Eventually it's going to come back. It's just going to take a whole lot longer than I ever imagined. So moving forward, talking about it with my wife, trying to come up with a decision on what we want to do. Crazily, my wife says out of nowhere, she says, well, why don't you just start a fish store? And I'm like, what? Who are you? Who are you? I'm so confused. Like, that was the last thing I ever thought she would say. And it excited me a little bit, but at the same time, the idea of starting a fish store is not exactly what I want to do. I don't really want to have to work Saturdays. I don't want to have to work after 5. And I mean, that's just a lot of work. So we thought about that idea for a while, actually looked into some buildings, trying to find a place to move into, and there's just so much cost involved that the situation that we're in, I need income to start pretty fast on anything I do, and some venture like that is going to take a minimum a year, if not 2 years, to actually show some kind of profit. So we decided not to go that direction. So I was sitting there thinking and came up with another idea. And then this idea is to actually go into selling online in a big way. And to do that, I needed a lot more capacity what I have right now in this fish room. And so what I've decided to do is I'm going to take a piece of my print shop, wall the thing off, and put fish in it. So let's go ahead and let's head out there. I want to show you guys a little bit what I'm talking about so you guys can get an idea, and then we'll come back and we'll talk some more. All right, so here we are. We are in B&B Printing. This is my print shop, and yes, right now it is a complete disaster because I'm trying to move everything around to do what I'm trying to do. So I want to show you guys what the plan is. And gosh, this is a major undertaking to make this happen, because not only do I have to build the room that I want to build, but I've got to shift everything in here around. I got to move lights, I got to move machines, I got to move electrical outlets, I got to move desk, I got to move a lot of stuff. Okay, so over here is where the magic is going to happen. It's going to be this corner over here. So if you look at this corner over here, if you look all the way back into the back where the wall is, we're going to build a wall from right there all the way down until we run into this wall. So the wall is going to be 28 feet long with a door right here. And then it's going to be about 10 foot from the wall, from
this wall that's going to be here to that wall that's over there. So we're going to have about a 28 by 10 foot room in here. So about 280 square foot, which is actually about the exact same amount as what my fish room currently is. But this is much more usable space because we don't have all the turns and cricks and stuff like that. We're just going to have rows of tanks going all the way down this way. We're going to have a big aisle here in the middle, and then we're going to have rows of tanks going all the way down that side also. And then what we'll probably do is on the other side of this wall is kind of a garage dock area. That's actually where I will put the big plastic tote that I do water changes from, instead of wasting the space actually in here. So I've got a lot of decisions to make. So I'd like to know you guys' opinion. So I'm going to be bringing in a lot of the idea is going to try to bring in like a lot of high-end guppies, maybe some rare type tetras, maybe a bunch of different type of pistogrammas, just stuff you don't typically see all the time. It's going to be kind of more rare stuff. At least that's what the plan is. So I got to make a decision on what size tanks that I want to do in here. I think right now I have it in my mind. I'm going to do mostly like 20-gallon longs stacked. I'll probably build stands that are 3 high, but I'll probably only put the tanks 2 high for now, because that's a lot of tanks, and obviously at first I don't need that many. But I don't want to buy bigger tanks, because if I'm getting in a lot of different types of fish, I got to keep them separated all the time, and I'm not getting any type of fish that are big, so I don't think I really need any necessarily big fish. So I plan on doing it this almost exact same way before, where we just use sponge filters with a air pump with an air line go all the way around. So we're going to do a whole bunch of videos as I build this thing out from kind of start to finish, breaking down each one of the different things that I do. So if you guys got any ideas of maybe what I should do, maybe something you think I might do differently, maybe you think a better tank size I should use. But pretty much the tank size needs to be something that's based upon something that's on the $1 a gallon sale, so we can keep our costs down when it comes to buying tanks. All right, let's head back to the fish room.
All right, so you guys can see there at the print shop, I've got a lot of work ahead of me. There is an absolute lot to do, and that's even before I can start building walls and everything else that goes along with that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start a new series, and that series, instead of being breeding fish for profit, this is just going to be selling fish for profit, because we're not only going to be breeding stuff to sell, but we're also going to be importing stuff in to sell also. Again, I think right now we're probably going to focus on some of the higher end guppies, maybe some more type of rare tetras or rare barbs you don't typically see in the hobby, but we're going to stick with smaller fish altogether. So like I said, I need some help from you guys to kind of give me some ideas of what you think. I think probably I'm going to start with 20-gallon longs and maybe some 20-gallon highs, also just kind of a mixture of the both. I think, you know, if I bring in like 100 high-end guppies, just for safe reasons, I'll probably put 50 in one tank and 50 in another tank, just so we don't have, you know, a problem and actually lose every single one of them. So that's kind of the plan right now. But if you guys got any thoughts or ideas of what it is that you think I should do, or you guys have an idea of something that you want me to carry, again, I want it to be the stuff that you don't typically always see in every fish store you go. Now, I will carry some of the some common stuff, since I'll have the tank space to carry that also. But again, I really want to focus on more of the rarer stuff to find. All right, so this is obviously going to be the first of many videos to come, because this thing is going to take a long time to build. Going to be a lot of different things to do to actually get it built, but it'll be fun in the sense I'll be able to create a tremendous amount of videos, be able to show you guys from start to finish what it looks like to actually build a fish room. Again, this is literally from scratch. We've got nothing to start on whatsoever. I know right now the Petco $1 a gallon sale is going on right now, so I probably need to start picking up tanks and setting those aside so I have some to get started with. You guys got any questions or comments, be sure and leave them down below. So thanks again, guys, and God bless.